Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Monica Widyastuti Surtikanti. In this very good occasion, I would like to deliver a presentation entitled Genre Analysis of USA Presidential Debate 2020. Um, Presidential debate, henceforth PD, is one of political agendas held within presidential election event of a democratic country. PD is a means of a political campaign aiming at persuade people to choose one of presidential candidates in the election day. So it can be said that PD is a display window for voters to decide which candidate can convince them more on proposal they present. USA, or United States of America, is a democratic country who had been holding PD for 16 times. The live televised USAPD is the most awaited political debate by many people around the world, as people can perceive USA presidential candidate, especially in foreign policy. In 2020, USA had presidential election as the noble agenda. At this moment, the USA presidential election was held in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic. So there are some adjustments regarding to the format of the debates. There were two presidential candidate couples. The first is President Donald Trump, which is the incumbent one, and Mike Pence from Republican Party. And the second is the former President Biden and Kamala Harris from Democratic Party. The reason why we choose this study, we conduct this study, is there were inadequate study in genre analysis, especially in presidential debates. As far as it concerns, we found that the linguists merely observed or studied presidential candidate in the perspective of Hedges and Boosters expressions, critical discourse analysis, pragmatics, and also systemic functional linguistics. So by conducting this research, which had a research gap, we have two purposes of the study. The first is to find out the schematic structure or stages of PD. The second is to find out the social purpose of each stage. We hope that this study can be the references for linguists, for politicians, and also for EFL students who conducting study in genre analysis. Okay, I try to be brief in explaining the theoretical framework. So different culture, different value of a country brings different phase of social process. Santosa defines social process as the manifestation of values and cultural norms. The value and cultural norms in a social process are realized through the procedure or structure of verbal social process. And PD, it's called a verbal social process, that also called as genre. Okay, there are many terms of genre, many term and definition of genre, but we had constructed the definition into genre realizes values and cultural norms of a society, and it has particular function and goal oriented. Since every genre has its function and purpose, thus also genre also has the schematic structure. So from all of the approach of genre analysis, we choose the approach from Swalls and Bastia, which is embedded in the research and methodology here. Okay, this is a descriptive qualitative research with content analysis study. We use the source of the data from the recorded PD video retrieved from NBC YouTube channel. And also we use the PD transcript derived from the official website of the Commission of Presidential Debates. So the analysis of the data analysis technique, we combine Swal's and Parthia framework to analyze the genre of PD. Okay, we come to the finding and discussion. Our research, our study revealed that there are 6 moves identified in the presidential debate 2020. The first is greeting. It can be identified through the expressions of the moderator in salutation, introducing the place of the debate, welcoming audience, and also introducing presidential candidates and the host of the PD. The second move is informing the debate format. It can be identified through the moderator expression in introducing the designer of the debate format and explaining the debate format in details. The third move is introducing topic. It can be identified through the moderator expression in delivering the topic, addressing the question, and also the case and questions. The fourth move is thesis. It can be identified through the presidential candidate's expressions in elaborating the case, delivering the contextual examples, and stating the stance. The fifth move is argumentation. It can be identified through the expressions of the presidential candidates in arguing opponent's statements, stating opponent's track record, and stating candidate's stance. The last is closure. It can be identified through the moderator expression in thanking all parties, informing next agenda, and leave-taking. The last but not least is the conclusion. So we have found that there are 6 moves in there are 6 schematic structure in presidential candidate 2020. The first is greetings, informing debate format, introducing the topic, thesis, argumentation, and closure. The study has implication for the linguist on political discourse, whereas the genre analysis study is rather inadequate. So this study is also open the broader perspective for further researcher, which can analyze presidential debates in using the genre in the perspective of pragmatic, sociolinguistic, critical discourse analysis, and etc. That's all of our presentation. Thank you very much. We open question and answer session, and we are glad to answer your questions. Thank you.